I was this close to asking for a Kyrie Irving Brooklyn Nets jersey last Christmas. Good thing I did not do that because at the time, the vibes were looking immaculate over in Brooklyn. Although Kyrie did not sign an extension over the summer, things were looking in that direction that Kyrie was going to decide to stay with the Brooklyn Nets long term with KD, try to win a ring. Obviously, that's not going to happen anymore because Kyrie just requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets and wants to be traded before this trade deadline, February 9th. You know, there wasn't much noise going into this trade deadline. There hasn't been like a star asking out. We're really just hearing about like teams who are possible sellers, like the Toronto Raptors. I mean, OG Anunoby has been being tossed around, and then you have Fred VanVleet. Phoenix Suns might be buyers. The Lakers are obviously buyers because of LeBron and AD trying to win a chip. But there wasn't, no trade requests like last year, like with James Harden. And, I thought that was going to be the case going into this trade deadline. I mean, it's only 1 week away. What is the most that could happen? Well, the most has just happened. Kyrie Irving has decided that he doesn't want to play for a contender in the Brooklyn Nets and wants to be traded, man. Kyrie Irving, you are primetime TV, my friend. How crazy, how wild is that? I mean, we know Kyrie for his unpredictability, but I don't know, man. I was getting too comfortable. My bad, Kyrie. I didn't expect this to happen because when we look at the Brooklyn Nets right now, they're 4th in the East. They're only a couple games back from being the 1 seed, and they were looking like contenders. Obviously, they had a slow start, with Steve Nash as their head coach. Then they switched coaches, went to Jacques Vaughn. Then Kyrie and KD were playing at an elite level, maybe their peak level, and they're both all-stars. Kyrie Irving is an all-star starter. At the beginning of the year, I didn't think that was going to be the case because of the narrative, what Kyrie has been doing. Didn't know how many games he was going to play, but he is an all-star starter, the same as KD. And obviously, they have not been the same since KD has been out, but when KD and Kyrie have been playing, they have been looking like contenders. We knew that once Brooklyn was going to go to the playoffs, that they were going to be trouble for anybody when you have elite Hall of Fame players like Kyrie and KD at the helm. Something can happen. But that obviously is not going to happen anymore because Kyrie wants to move. I'm a fan of Kyrie. I love how he's playing. He's playing at a high level right now. But the first reaction or the first thought that everyone is having for Kyrie requesting this trade is he is going to be a Laker. What would that trade look like? I mean, that's pretty obvious. We've kind of been seeing Kyrie he's been throwing out compliments, showing love to LeBron lately. Rightfully so. It does seem right that Kyrie wants to be a Laker, play with LeBron again. Obviously, with the way they ended, it didn't end on good terms. I mean, with Kyrie, with every team he's been on, it hasn't ended on good terms. But that's a guy he won a championship with. If they stayed together, they would have competed for many more years after that. So now, that's the obvious one. Him going to the Lakers, the trade package would probably be Russell Westbrook and those 2 first-round picks. And it would be cool also to see Russell Westbrook play with KD again. I mean, that would be crazy. That is very storybook. Having Kyrie come back with LeBron and then Russell Westbrook play with KD again, and then they play in the finals. That would be something. Would the NBA want that to happen? I think so. That would make a lot of money. But yeah, obviously that's the first trade we're thinking about. I was thinking Miami Heat would be a good option too. You're not trading Jimmy. You're not trading Bam. You're not trading Tyler Herro because I think like there's some cap rules around that. The trade would revolve around Kyle Lowry. I don't know what the picks would look like, but it would be surrounded with Kyle Lowry to fill in that salary. A thought that I wanted to bring up. We all know how Damian Lillard feels about Portland. We all know about his loyalty to Portland. But we do know we have some past evidence that Damian Lillard would like to play with KD too. I mean, KD requested that trade in the offseason. Pretty sure Damian Lillard posted like a picture of KD in a Portland Trailblazer jersey. If Brooklyn, they decide to continue to keep, they decide they want to still contend. They don't want to fully sell. They just want to trade Kyrie. And then Damian Lillard, maybe he decides, you know what? This will be an awesome opportunity to play with one of the league's greatest players, one of the greatest scorers of all time. You know what? Yeah, I'll request a trade. I've done what I can for Portland. I think Portland will accept that. They're going to get Kyrie in return. So maybe that happens. Kyrie for Dame. I don't know what the pick situation would be because both of them are playing at an elite level. Maybe it's straight up. Who knows? But that would be interesting too, man, because, man, this situation is wild. We thought, I mean, at least me, that they were going to come up with an agreement. Maybe this is just leverage for Kyrie to finally get that contract extension. But I don't know. I think Kyrie's playing at a high level. We didn't know what his value would be after all that's happened off the court, but his value is a lot. I think the Lakers would try to offer a lot for Kyrie because of the fit. You're not fixing the depth because the Lakers are lacking depth, but Kyrie fits so well with LeBron. I feel like he would fit so well with AD. That would be great. Like I said, this is my initial reaction. Man, Kyrie wants to leave a contender, wants to leave KD. KD left the Warriors to play with Kyrie to be in all of this mess, man. When we were looking at Brooklyn before, KD, James Harden, Kyrie, they were looked at to be contenders for the next couple years. And even with Ben Simmons, obviously he hasn't been what we thought he would be. But with those three playing at a good level, they would be contenders too. But, man, I'm lost for words. We're just going to have to see in these next coming days because trade deadline is next week, Thursday. This is going to be exciting. Man, let's get it going. Until next time, peace.